it again because I forgot.
Taking
Taking care of
care of
myself
myself helps me do my best work.
helps me do my best work. Taking care of myself helps me do my best work. Got it. I'll try to remember.
Great. I'm really proud of you for, recognizing that you need balance, and let's keep working on this together.
Correct. Thank you so much.
No problem, Beilyn. I'll see you soon.
I'll see you soon.
You-
Hi, good afternoon, Jasmine. I hope you're doing well. I just want to do usually as routine, I just want to remind you that anything that you say during the sessions usually stays confidential between me and you, unless anything that is said upon upon yourself or somebody else, then I have to report that. I just want to remind you that.
No problem. Hi, Beilyn.
How you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Better than last week.
Oh, can you tell me more about that?
Sure. Do you remember that no, we came up with a plan of me sharing with my family members as well as my brother and my dad's wife that, we had to share responsibilities because I was feeling like I was on the verge of burning out because I was always at the hospital and sleeping at the hospital and doing everything for my dad, and it was just becoming too much for me. I did have that conversation with them.
Okay, how did that go?
At first I felt a little nervous because I thought I was going to be, like rejected because people work and people go to school and people have responsibilities. So,
Mhm.
and he's my
Correct.
dad. So I felt the pressure of like, he's my dad, so I have to do it. And I
Correct.
felt like nobody else was gonna do it. So
Okay.
sharing that with them, actually went well. We, we sat down and we said, okay, who has what days off or what time, each of us comes out of work. We kind of made like a little schedule,
Okay.
which was great. Um,
Okay.
but I do have news. They let my dad out the hospital.
That's great. That's good news. I
So
can, I could tell that there was some news coming because I see you giggling a bit. So I was like, okay, let's see what she's gonna tell me.
Yeah, my dad did come out the hospital. And that same routine we are gonna implement in our daily lives because we decided that because he lives on a fifth floor walk up, the doctors were like, he's not ready for that. So he has to stay with like me and my brother. So right now he's staying, me and my brother, when we had that conversation, we came up with like the plan of like, okay, he's gonna stay with me for a month and then he's gonna
Correct.
stay with you for a month. And then in between, I let his wife know that like she has to come pick him up and take him to the appointments because me and my brother can't, continue to miss work, or I can't continue to be on Zoom in class and taking care of my dad at the same time.
Correct.
So that yeah, that went pretty good.
Okay. What are some of the things that you think that went well throughout the whole conversation? Because I remember that when we were talking about it, you kind of felt guilty of actually asking for help because you wanted to take all the responsibility yourself. What are some of the things that you think that you can highlight that went well throughout that conversation?
Well, I think that because in our last conversation, you let me know that, or we spoke about that I don't have to take on that pressure without even speaking to anybody first. Like I basically was, like doing that to myself because I didn't give them a chance to help me. So I think we're just sharing with them that it was kind of like burning me out and kind of like sharing, that I do go to school, I do work, I do all
Correct.
of these things while trying to take care of him 24/7. And I was like losing sleep, not sleeping, not eating.
Correct.
I kind of think that they didn't have all the information, that I didn't give them all the information. So giving them the information and then them realizing like, oh man, that is a lot. Help them understand like, no, we're gonna help you because it's a lot. So
Correct.
because I didn't give them the information, they didn't really know how I felt or that I was feeling a little burnt out or overly stressed. So just like letting that go was like really good.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that um basically kind of sharing the obviously the weight of all the work that had to be done, like staying at the hospital, going doing obviously the extra mile with your dad, with your other family members, actually help you a bit, I guess.
Right. And also just telling them the truth too, because I didn't want to share the truth with everyone because, it's a lot and I didn't want people to like become overwhelmed or have
Right.
that overwhelmed or start getting emotional and doing you know what families do. So I think just sharing the truth with them too really helped because it made them understand. I wasn't sharing like what was really going on, so they weren't understanding either, like, okay, like what's happening that this is so much. So I just let them know
Correct.
the truth, and that helped as well.
Okay. And what is the plan that you guys come up with?
So my brother at the time, when he was still in the hospital, I was gonna take the night shift. I was taking the night. The plan was that I was gonna take the night shift, which was like
Right.
from 9 p.m. to like 9 a.m. And then my brother or his wife was going to switch days where they would come at 9 a.m. and stay till like 3 p.m. Then they was either or of them will come from like 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. to then me. So instead of me staying the whole day, the whole night, it will be three of us splitting shifts. And then in between when, neither of us can, we would, call one of my aunts or call my uncle and he would come fill in. So,
The
which
rest
was
of the
great.
days that it was missing.
Exactly. Like the days that none of us could. And then for
Okay.
now, for now that he's home, my brother, he's staying with my brother right now. My brother will take him to his appointments, and then for my brother to do his thing, I can go after work or after school, and I'll go over there and entertain him. But now that he's in my brother's house, in a house, in an apartment, more people can go, more people can visit, and more people can contribute. There's no
Correct.
like, there's no like, there's no like rules, like so, my aunts were over there throughout the weekend. My uncles were over there. So that gave me time to go to work, me time to do homework, my brother time to go to work and do everything he had to do. So, which is great.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that, um, not only you have one support system now, that you have a variety of support systems and also resources of people that are willing and are able to help you guys. And I can tell a bit that you seem a little bit less stressed than last week. Um, and I'm glad to hear that you also implemented the communication that you stated that you were going to have with your family, and that it actually helped. Because I remember you were a little bit emotional, or as to you didn't want to oppose any type of stress to anybody, that you wanted to take all the work, and also because at the same time you felt because you had more time and you were available to do it, you were like, why not? He's my dad.
Right.
And obviously, upon we actually spoke and you brought out different things about that, you said that it was affecting you in some type of way, then you came up with a plan and you executed the plan. So I'm glad to hear that.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm really grateful for our session last time because it helped me, put that plan into motion and help me realize, I need to ask for help.
Well, you did it. You came up with your own idea and you actually executed the plan yourself. So that's good. What are some of the things that you think that it has changed for you personally since this change happened?
My sleeping habits. Like I was not sleeping at all and I was tired all day. And now I'm like, getting good rest because I really wasn't sleeping there because they come in every few hours to take his blood and the doctors come in to speak to him and me
Right.
just being me just worrying and making sure that he's breathing correctly, that he's this, that he's that. So now I'm sleeping in my own bed after not sleeping in my bed for like 3 weeks. The day I slept on my bed, I was like, I miss you so much.
Right?
So sleeping is
Sometimes,
definitely
like not the little things that you don't appreciate, you end up appreciating at the end, right?
Right. The sleeping most definitely and the eating well too, because I wasn't eating at all either. So, and that was making me extra tired and extra sleepy,
Correct.
and I wasn't functioning correctly. So definitely eating and sleeping is back to normal, which is why I'm happy.
Yeah, I can tell that.
Oh, I'm happy and I have energy.
Right. You're probably not like me because if I don't have food, we have gonna have problems.
Yeah, it's definitely been like a whole change around, which I'm happy about because I was exhausted and it was not it. But
I'm
it's
glad
coming
to hear
along,
that.
coming along. I'm very happy about it.
That's
He's
good.
doing and he's doing well too. And I think um just him seeing me well too is also like giving him like he's in a better mood because him seeing me so like just there every day and just like helping him with everything and not getting rest and not eating was also making it not comfortable for him because he was worried about me while he's sick. So
Correct.
him seeing me in a better mood has also put him like in a better mood.
That's good.
So yeah, it's been good.
Yeah, I can tell you cannot stop laughing. That's good. And how's the school doing?
It's a little stressful, but now that I have more time and more focus to to get my work done because I was doing my work while in the hospital and I was exhausted and taking care of my dad and taking the classes plus taking care of my dad and getting interruptions while I was doing work. I couldn't really focus. Um, but now I have some time to focus and dedicate the time, allocate time to it. So that's better as well. I actually have time to do homework and not just like rushing or like in the class and like looking at what the doctor said and seeing if he's okay. It's better.
That's good.